Once a man asked Jesus, not out of curiosity, not out of innocence, but out of that deep restlessness that hides behind every human question. He had waited for hours, pushing through the crowd, and when he finally reached Jesus, his voice trembled, not because he respected Jesus, but because he feared the answer. He said, "Who created this universe? You or God?" Jesus looked at him, and it was as if his eyes carried a silence older than the stars. He didn't answer immediately. He didn't rush. He simply watched the man, the way one watches a child who has picked up a diamond thinking it is just a stone. "Before I speak," Jesus said softly, "tell me, from where in you does this question come?" The man was startled. No master had ever asked him why he asked. They always rushed to answer. They always rushed to teach. But Jesus was not interested in answers. He was interested in awakening. The man stammered, I want to know. Everyone argues. Some say you created everything. Some say your Father in heaven created everything." Jesus laughed, a laugh so full, so free, that even the air around him seemed to open. "You see," he said, "you are filled with the noise of other people. You are not asking your question. You are repeating the anxieties of the crowd." He stepped closer, his shadow falling on the man like a blessing. "You want the universe to have an owner," he said, "because if it has an owner, you feel safe. If it has a creator, you feel protected. If someone is in control, then maybe, just maybe, your life has meaning. But this need for an authority," he whispered, "is the very root of your misery." He pointed to a tree nearby. "Look at this tree. It never asks who made it. It grows, it blossoms, it gives shade. Its gratitude is in its living." He pointed to the sky. "Look at the clouds. They drift without maps, without scriptures, without commandments. They simply move, and in their movement is their truth. And you," he said, "are also part of this same dance, but you are asleep inside your inherited beliefs." The man swallowed, unable to speak. Jesus continued, "You ask me, who created the universe? But you do not even know who created your thoughts. You do not know who created your fears, your desires, your ambitions. You do not know who created the one who is asking the question." He touched the man's chest lightly. "First discover this. Who are you? Not your name, not your story, not your religion, not your knowledge. Who are you before you say, 'I'?" The man trembled. His question suddenly felt childish. "Listen," Jesus said, "creation is not an event that happened once. Creation is happening now, this very breath, this very heartbeat, this very moment of listening. You ask if God created the universe. But the creator is not separate from the creation. The dancer is not separate from the dance." He picked up a handful of dust. "This dust is ancient. It has been stars, mountains, oceans, and it will again become stars. The Creator is not behind it. The Creator is within it. And me," the man whispered, "what about you? Are you the Creator?" Jesus smiled, the kind of smile that dissolves illusions. "I am not the Creator," he said, "but the Creator is not separate from me, just as the ocean is not separate from a wave." He lifted the dust to the air, letting it fall. "See, creation has no author. It is a mystery, and the moment you try to explain a mystery, you kill it." He stepped back and said quietly, "When the I disappears, the Creator and the creation are one. Only then can you see. Only then can you know." The man bowed down, not because Jesus demanded it, but because something inside him had collapsed. His question had turned into silence. Jesus placed his hand on the man's head. "Do not seek who created the universe," he said. "Seek who is asking. Know that, and you will know everything." Then Jesus walked away, leaving the man standing in a thunderous stillness, a stillness in which the question, the questioner, and the universe were no longer